Hi there, it's Carrie from Stamp with CT. Welcome. I had just a bit of a false start there. I hit the button too soon before I even had my phone up in the rack, so started over. Crisis averted. So if you are watching this part of the video, you are probably catching the replay because it takes just a second for notifications to go out so that people can join us live here on Facebook. But if you're watching this replay over on YouTube, I hope you will hit that subscribe button and notification bell so YouTube can let you know when I post a new video. And if you're watching on Facebook and you're the replay crew, I hope you'll say hello and just let me know you're here. And if you're joining live, please say hi. Let me know where you're joining from. Good morning, Diana. So it looks like I've got a couple friends hopping on with me. I'm excited to have y'all here with me today. It is hot again today in Texas. Talked with some friends from Arkansas last night, and it sounded like they had some rain and some storms, and we're just hot here in Texas. So you guys be safe, whatever your weather. We just have to kind of go with it. Just trying to make it through this summer. It's a really hot one. And we were due for it because we've had a couple of pretty mild summers here in Texas. So we're making it, trying to be careful and stay safe. So I hope you guys will do the same. So this morning I thought I would mix it up just a little bit. And we will go ahead and talk about Happy Mail first. And then I'll show you the door prize or the giveaway that I have today. So this is a super cute little card. It came from my friend Lisa Tweedle. And this is actually a card that we created in our Butterfly Kisses bingo. But I wanted to talk to you just a minute. This reminded me of something. So she used a stamp set that she had in her collection to add that cute, sweet little greeting. So even though this is a card layout that I'm familiar with because I designed it for the class, I thought it was so fun that she sent me this because she used such a sweet sentiment on it. So if you want to ever do one of my classes and you don't have the stamp set that I'm using, it's usually just fine because I designed the project so that you can use one of the stamps from your collection and you can still complete the project. So thank you, Lisa. I just loved getting this card. I really appreciate it, and that sentiment is just so sweet. So you can always substitute from your collection. I kind of feel like, I've been stamping for a while. I've got a lot of stamps in my collection, and I know a lot of you do as well. So if you ever want to purchase the stamp I'm using, great. If not, you can just substitute. So I still have this package of clear envelopes that Linda Bailey won a couple weeks ago. So Linda, if you're watching today, I need your address, please, so I can get that prize out to you. And then last week, let me look and double check who won this. I did the random number drawing, and so last week I had this package of dimensionals that was our giveaway, and it's going to go out to my sweet, wonderful friend Mary White. So congratulations, Mary. So she left a comment on the video last week, and that is what entered her for a chance to win the prize. So be sure to leave me a comment. It can be about anything. And then this week, I was looking through my stash, and I found a little hidden package of the iridescent rhinestones, and I'm sure you can see they're so shiny. I love these embellishments. We're using them today on a couple of our projects. So this is our giveaway for today. So if you would like a chance to win these when I draw next week, then just put a comment in and let me know how you're doing or where you're watching from. Okay, I have some really cute projects for you today, and they're all using the same layout. So I have all my materials prepped and ready to go. And it is a super simple layout, but it's a really cute layout. And I just wanted to show you how changing up the papers, changing up the color scheme can make it look really different, but it's the same layout. We get to show off a couple pieces, a couple patterns of our designer series paper. I always love that. So this first one comes from the new annual catalog, and this paper is called Hues of Happiness. And y'all have seen it before. We've used it a couple of times now. And I do have a swatch book for it. And oh my goodness, this paper is absolutely fabulous, y'all. I love this paper. And it just is one of those papers that you can just glue that piece down to your cardstock and you're pretty much done. Add your sentiment and you're done because the paper is just stunning. So I'm also using the stamp set from that suite, so Happiness Abounds. There's a beautiful happy birthday sentiment, and I know that may glare a little bit, I'm sorry. But there's a beautiful happy birthday sentiment in this set, and I have used it so much already. I love it. Now these line images are very pretty as well. We've used them a little bit, but it's the sentiment, y'all. These fonts with the little scripty piece, the little swirl beginning and end of the words, so pretty. So let's start with our card base, which was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I cut 1 1/4 inches off that front. So we will burnish that on the score line. And then I will go back in and I'll put the measurements for you in the description of the video once it ends. So don't worry about writing anything down right now. I'll type those up and put them in the description. I think I'm going to turn this way and you'll see why in just a minute. But this is a really cool layout and it's just a great way to use pretty paper. So I'm going to actually put my happy birthday sentiment with some Mossy Meadow ink. And we're going to put it down here. Let me see if I can get situated where I can see. I may have my head in the camera, and if I do, I'm sorry. Try to get it straight-ish. It's a little bit forgiving, so that's going to work. I'll put my stamp over on the chamois because I'm going to need it again. So use that piercing mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set, and that piercing mat gives me a little bit of cushion, and I get a better impression when I stamp that way. It lets the ink transfer over evenly. So now we're going to take this inside panel, which is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, just basic white, and we're going to add this strip. I can get my glue going. And this strip is 5 1/4 by 1.5 inches. We're just going to put that at the bottom of that piece. Give it a second to dry, so you can probably tell that that's going to go on the inside of the card, but it's going to peek out, so our sentiment is going to look so pretty there. This glue doesn't want to come out, y'all. So let's adhere this on the inside. So you can probably already tell what a simple layout this is, but I'm hoping that by doing 3 different cards, we're going to do one with paper from the annual catalog, so Hues of Happiness. Then I have one that has paper from the new July to December mini catalog, so our holiday catalog. And then I have one that is using designer series paper from the celebration brochure. So that's just, I thought that would be fun to have a variety. So now I've got some coordinating cardstock, just pulling those colors from the designer series paper. That just makes crafting so much easier. Stampin' Up! Does all the work for us in the catalog, and then on the back of the package of the designer series paper, it tells you what colors are included. Put that on there. So you can just pull your colors for your layers and your card base from your designer series paper, and you don't have to guess, and it's always going to look gorgeous. So we will just mat this pretty piece of paper. It is just beautiful. And then this is actually going to layer up here at the top. So I'm going to keep this one super simple because this paper is just so pretty. We're going to let it kind of speak for itself, not get too fancy. Just kind of center that with even borders all the way around. And again, I'll give you measurements. I will edit the description of the video, give you some measurements there so you can recreate this. Now, of course, could you add some ribbon? Could you step it up? 100% you could do that. I'm just making it easy today. Let me pull in some iridescent rhinestones because y'all know I love them, and I didn't grab my Take Your Pick tool. So I probably think I will pop one down here by my sentiment, and then we will put a couple. Oh, and I should have grabbed my Take Your Pick tool. It makes it so much easier, but we're gonna make it through. Put a couple up there, and I could probably even get by with a couple more. I know that y'all don't judge me for my embellishment usage, so I'm gonna go for it. Maybe put another one down here by my sentiment. So there is card number 1, y'all. I just love the way that pulls the different colors from the paper. And I love showing off pretty paper. It's so hard a lot of times to decide which side to glue down. And many times you could use both sides. So this is our first card to show you how to use that layout. So now let's jump ahead. And we're going to grab some paper. And I'm still learning names from the new mini catalog. So let me pull in a couple of the products. Take these dies out of the little envelope so you can see them. And this is called the Santa Express. So like a little train. It's really, really cute, you guys. So it's Santa Express Suite. So it has dies, it has a stamp set, designer series paper. It has some really cute embellishments that we'll be using in just a minute, if I can figure out where I put them. And it also has the Memories and More cards, which I didn't grab those out to show you this morning, but if you are familiar with pocket scrapbooking, it's the cards that you just slide down into the pockets, and then you add your pictures. It's the best way to scrapbook, I think, because it's so quick and easy. So you've got those, but there's also Stampin' Up! Has some note cards and envelopes that coordinate with those Memories and More cards, and so you can make cards out of them too. And each package always comes with some stickers, some embellishment type things. Really fun, and this one has a cute Memories and More card kit. So here's our stamp set, and we're going to use the Santa Claus is Coming to Town stamp from this, and then the dies coordinate with a lot of the images from the stamps. Haven't really played with this a whole lot, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to use it today, was because I haven't shown you anything from this suite yet. So this paper is absolutely adorable, and I wanted to show you this. And this is the piece we are actually going to be using today. But isn't this cute? And the color combo, so bright and so fun. This is a neat one because you're able to cut it at the 3-inch mark. So you could do like 4x3 pieces. Y'all know I'm a big fan of cutting designer series paper to 4x3 and utilizing our paper. So here's the B side. This stripe is really fun. This is one of my favorites with the ho ho ho. Some snowflakes and then some shooting stars. So just really cute paper. So let's make one of these cards using those supplies. So we're going to start with the Poppy Parade card base, and again it was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I cut 1 1/4 inches off the front of the card base. So now you kind of know, and I've gone ahead and stamped my sentiment for this one just while I was doing it. So I'm using the cute ho ho ho, or OOO if you turn it upside down, right? The cute ho 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 paper, and that's going to be our little accent strip at the bottom. So again, I have my piece of basic white, and we'll just add this strip to the bottom of it. go on the inside, and it looks like maybe I got that a little bit long, but no, we're okay. I just didn't have it lined up properly. So we're not going to stamp on this since it has that cute design. So you can see you've got lots of options. We're just going to glue this down, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment. So I'll get this lined up on the inside here. Love this color combo. We're using Poppy Parade, Mint Macaron, y'all, and Petal Pink. Fun, isn't it? So here we've got our layers again. So now you kind of know how this works, and I think the Petal Pink is the largest, yes. So again, pulling those colors from the Designer Series paper, which I would never put these colors together. So I'm so glad that Stampin' Up! Did, because it's super fun and super cute. I just wouldn't do it, so that helps you kind of get outside of your comfort zone and use something a little bit different. Try to get that even border. So we have an adorable little reindeer riding in that train car. Isn't that sweet? And there's just so much fun in this paper. Now we can adhere this down. And again, you have the option of stepping this up and adding ribbon. We're gonna put some of those cute little snowflake embellishments that are part of this suite. But you could do so much with these cards. Now this says Santa Claus is coming to town. And I'm just going to pop this on with a couple of dimensionals. But first, I have to decide if I want it down here or if I want it up here. I don't want to cover that little guy up, but I think I'm going to put it up there. I think just 2 dimensionals is plenty. So Santa Claus is coming to town. Straight. Yeah, that doesn't cover him up too much. Okay, now let me find those embellishments over here on this disaster desk. They're really cute. They're so cute, little snowflakes, and they've got kind of an iridescent look to them, which y'all know, shiny. It's my favorite color. So these are a little bit bigger than what I thought they were. So I'm just gonna put a couple of these on the card, and I may put one down here. I plan to kind of put it on the sentiment, but that's not really going to work, so that's okay. Is it? No. Put it right there. Okay, so that is card number 2, y'all. Isn't that pretty? So cute. So we've got our annual catalog using Hues of Happiness. We've got our mini catalog, which is the holiday catalog. And this is Santa's Express. So now let's move over to the celebration brochure and let's make a project using the Wonderful World. And this is a celebration item. So if you're not familiar with celebration, Stampin' Up! Offers this a couple times a year right now. And when you make a purchase of either $50 or $100 in $50 increments, you get to pick a free gift from the little celebration brochure. There's no price tags in that brochure because everything is free. So the way you earn those free products is by making a purchase. And so this is one that's at the $100 level, because not only do you get the stamp set, but you get this gorgeous Designer Series paper. So let's take a look at it right quick. So if you love gorgeous floral images, this is the paper for you. And this is the design we're going to use on our card. It's really, really pretty. Got some lovely colors. So a 12 by 12 pack with all these beautiful papers, plus the stamp set can be yours. And you get to choose which reward you want. Again, really pretty. On the B side, a little bit softer, a little bit more subtle patterns, but really pretty. So let's make a card using those supplies. And I'm going to pull back in my happy birthday sentiment again. So let's grab our piercing mat. Let me make sure that that happy birthday sentiment is clean. A lot of times what I do, I've got my chamois over in the corner and it's already wet with water. It looks like a mess. It's stained, but it is clean and it works great. And I just set my stamps while I'm making the video. I just set them over there and it just kind of melts the ink off. So that's a great way while you're crafting. Have your chamois ready and just set your stamps on there and let that clean your stamps. Let's bring our Mossy Meadow ink back in again with this lovely happy birthday. And maybe this time I'll come over to the left side to stamp that. Got that right side up? No, I didn't. So again, sorry if I get my head in the camera. Trying to get over that so I'm not completely crooked, and it looks pretty good. Other thing about putting my stamp over on my chamois is I know I'm not going to set something on it and mess something up. Okay, same card base. This time we're using a Mossy Meadow card base. Just burnish that fold. I cut that 1.25 inches off. We need our basic white cardstock, if I can pick that up. And we'll go ahead, so you can see I used the A and B side of this paper. I didn't have to decide which pattern to show off. I get to show off both, which I love. Sometimes that's the hardest part of making a card, is figuring out which paper to glue down. So let's add that to the inside panel. And I'm trying to remember, you know, of course, celebrations going on. I think last week I told you too that I would talk a little bit more about the joining special. So let's talk about that for a while I'm putting this card together. So you know that Stampin' Up, when we have celebration, they offer a joining special. So it's always $99 plus tax with free shipping to join Stampin' Up, and you get to pick $125 worth of product to put in your starter kit. But during celebration this time, they are also offering, and I'm trying to remember the name of the planner. There's a planner, there's a set of notebooks, and a stamp set. So if you go to the back of your celebration brochure, it explains everything. I think it's called Make Plans Planner. It's really cute, y'all. And that's in addition to everything you get to choose. So if you've ever thought about being a demonstrator, getting that discount on your stamping supplies. Oops, what did I do? I had 2 pieces of paper. No, I just put the glue on the wrong side, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay. See, I get excited about the opportunity to join Stampin' Up. That's okay, because we can come back in and cut us a new piece. I'm not a perfect stamper, as y'all are well aware, but there's always a fix, right? So I need this, let me stop and think. I need this to be 4 3/4. And then this is going to be 2 1/4. That's 2 1/4. So yeah, not a perfect stamper, but that's okay. There's always a fix. And I know you guys have probably done that before, put the glue on the wrong side, right? But definitely, if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! During celebration is really a great time. It's always a great time, but you know, why not get that extra little bonus that Stampin' Up! Is offering if you're going to join anyway. And we have a wonderful team. We are called the Super Inspired Stampers, or SIS for short. And we just have a wonderful group of friends. They're so, they're very creative and talented, but they are truly friends, and they welcome people in, and we just have the best time together. And we would love to include you. So if you're looking for not only a discount on your products, but a group of crafty friends, you have found it. We would love to welcome you in. And if you have any questions about that, just reach out to me and I can help you. I know sometimes our stamping lingo gets a little bit confusing and stuff, so I'm always here to help. I love to help. So let's see, this time, I think I'll put a big iridescent rhinestone up there, and then we'll use a couple smaller ones. You know, I like to use odd numbers of embellishments, so 3 or 5. I don't usually use 7, but if you wanted to use 7, I'm not going to judge you. Okay, so there is our celebration paper featured in this layout. So celebration, that free paper that you get along with the stamp set with a $100 purchase. And then here is our mini catalog, our holiday project. So cute. Oh, those are shiny, shiny embellishments. And then here is our annual catalog, Hues of Happiness. So there's our layout, there's our projects. Let me know if you have a favorite. It's always so hard for me to pick, but I do love that holiday card. That's super cute with Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, you guys, I so appreciate you being here. Be sure to leave a comment. If you like this project, give me a thumbs up or a heart. That always makes me feel so good. I love preparing things to share with you. And if you recreate this, pop a picture in the comments or send me a message, a text, an email, anything, and show me what you create. That always inspires me. But if you pop a picture in the comments, other people can see it and you can inspire others as well. And that's really kind of what it's all about, right? Thank y'all. I will see you again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Have a great week.